Hi. We are going to continue our series, latest links. Today is October 27, 2025, and we are going to see the following subjects. I have few paintings: Hummingbird, Autumn Serenity. Then I have a few blogs entry, words in different languages, multiple alphabet, the Japanese way of cleansing the body of toxin, ball plant, architecture, then and now. We are going to talk about Atlantis, about Bigfoot, about the vaccine effects, about the ostrich farm in British Columbia, money laundering in Canada, and we are going to have to see a few videos. Pueblo, Mexico, Machu Picchu, Canada, Metro Toronto Convention Center, few extraterrestrial sculptures, Newmarket Art Walk, fall, my paintings, the books that I'm reading now. I'm going to show you what book I just finished and what book I'm reading now. And as external links, we are going to see a website of large network of independent artists in Canada. My books, my websites, and so on. So let's start sharing with the first subject. Okay. Share. So my first subject is a TikTok video, let's say video flyer with words and color, my exhibition, art exhibition, and book signing. I will have most of my book available for sale at that time. That is Newmarket Public Library on December 13, 2025, between 12 and 4 o'clock. Let's continue with my paintings. You don't need to see me twice. With my paintings, Hummingbirds. From my last month paintings. Autumn Serenity, Swans on the river. Here are the swans. Okay. I have an entry in the alphabet collection. These are actually extraterrestrial languages. And I collected them from Facebook, Taigeta. Taigeta Facebook page. Mayan language is somewhat similar to the light language spoken by Pleiadians and other races of Galactic Federation. They use telepathy and can speak any language needed, but also use a shared spoken language together. It was the first language taught to upgraded human on Earth, and traces can be still found in some cultures today. When the dark forces arrived, they disrupted the universal human language to create a separation and promote conflict and war. This is the speaking tongue described in the scripture, and it's a form of channeling still practiced in Christian Pentecostal churches today. Pleiadians have previously shared many examples of words and phrases used in light languages. Elohim, Eka, Hesam, Lake, Taigeta, Ameka. So these are this blog. In this blog, I have an alphabet collection. Another entry in this blog. It's a collection of multiple alphabets from different languages, and how each letter is translated in from one language to another. So it's like a Rosetta Stone of languages. The next subject is the Japanese way of cleansing the body of toxin. Using hydroxyperoxide and ginger powder. And use it in the bath. Yeah. So you bathe into this cleansing liquid. Another subject of health related, it's the ball plant. You can use for making tea, and it's good for digestion. I have a picture of this plant. It can be used for mouthwash, skin shooter. You can apply externally for insect bites and scraps. It can be used for aromatherapy and use in salads. The next subject is another interesting subject. It's connected with one of my last book that I wrote. So I continue to see subjects related to my previous book. This is a person that show us the difference between ancient old architecture and new architecture. Architectural truth bomb, that's how he calls it. So these pictures are just collected from internet in relation to actually my previous book, Buildings and People. Architecture and frequency. They didn't just build stone, they built frequency. Domes amplified, arches resonated, light itself was tuned through the windows. Now the new architecture is replacing the resonant with static concrete dead ends. Steel distorts, glass scatters. Your energy doesn't rise, it fractures. Architecture was once a symphony, not now it is noise. Change the architecture and you change the human. So in the past, the architecture was much more beautiful. They built with resonance, beauty, and light. Architecture was medicine. They killed the architectural medicine. Now it's a poison, sabotage. It's a bull point in the modern world. Windows were once the soul of the buildings. They brought light, harmony, connection to the divine. You lived with the same architectural language as a prison. Now the new architecture looks, they give slits and screens. Light is reduced, vision is controlled, perspective flattened. You live with the same architectural language as a prison. When they take away your windows, they take your vision, inner vision and outer vision. This is, usually I write the source. It's on Facebook. Probably if you research architectural truth bomb, you will find the Facebook link to it's a man. I don't know where is he from. But by searching for certain subject, when I research for a book, these images are coming on different channels, on different platforms. Now they have a visual image of Atlantis. So some people imagine this way, or it comes from the inner earth where apparently some of the Atlanteans moved after the collapse of Atlantean continent, Atlantean island. Atlantis had an advanced human and communicated with star people, such as Syrians, Pleiadians, and Actuarians. Now, there is a video that talk about the existence of Bigfoot. Apparently, there are around 3,500 on Earth. They are presented as animals, but actually they are more advanced than we are. I will leave the link to this website when they explain that Bigfoot actually were brought to Earth before the humans were created, and they are still here. They are in different parts of the globe, in all continents, and people will be, they are part of the disclosure. Bigfoot have a quality that we don't have. They are able through education, I guess. So they learn from the parents to increase their frequency, and they become invisible to the human eye. Why? Because it's a form of protection, but it's also a form of advanced ability that we have lost. They are protector of the forest and of the land. In the past, they lived with humans. They were much more connected to the human race. Vaccine effect in 2025, there are sudden death. People completely healthy, they suffer sudden death because of the vaccine. That's what this blog entry is about. I will leave all the links here. We are going to another subject, the ostrich farm in British Columbia. So there is a farm that has around 400 ostriches. They are conquered, I guess. So the government, a government agency connected uh, with World Health Organization. It's a branch of World Health Organization are killing animals, healthy animals, just because of they are suspected just by suspicion. They refuse to test the animals. It's a big standby. A lot of people all across Canada came to this farm to protect the people that actually were RCMP police came with 40 or 60 police cars to stop the owners to feed the ostriches and to kill them. Then they actually called Canadian to help them, and a lot of people came to the farm to see what is this RCMP and CFIA doing, and actually they end up stealing the ostriches and selling them apparently to a company, only the hens. They are stealing them and they are selling them to a company close to Ottawa, uh, in Quebec, because apparently the eggs are good against COVID, which is a bioweapon. We know that. So the next subject is how they are money laundering, because each RCMP and police presence at that farm is it's approximately spending $500,000 of taxpayer money just to kill healthy ostriches, because they actually the owners were with the ostriches for 300 days, and the ostriches are perfectly healthy. They had one or two that died 1 year ago, but they are healthy now. And this company wants to kill them or steal them or do something. So they have very bad intention. Now I have a few videos since our last presentation. This video is about it's related to one of the subject I presented in one of my previous books, The Energy Project, that show how the video is in Romanian, but I have English caption, and I explain how buildings in Pueblo, Mexico, um, were uh, were designed with wireless energy collection in mind, And we can still see how this these towers that are made out of copper, they had the antenna, and the difference of potential was between the roof and the ground um, was used to it was used in this building in the past. Now it's short-circuited. Um, the the functionality of the technique built in these old buildings, and it's not taught in school, and because of that, people are not aware of ability of wireless collection of energy. The next subject is it's another video that that is about Metro Toronto Convention Center. It's a travel, let's say travel video, where I present basically the uh, car exhibition in Toronto. And very interesting in this video is this car that use wood for propulsion. Initially, the cars were carriages, and they tried to use uh, all kind, and they try to translate from carriages to cars, and this is one of the first prototype. At this car collection, you can find the most expensive cars and also the oldest cars of $500,000, and also all the cars I had, and also all the cars that will go in production and available for normal people, I will say. So I will leave the video, the link to the video in the description. Here I have a collection of artifacts found in Mexico that show images of extraterrestrials. A lot of Mexicans want to sell them, but it's part of their treasure. This stone show knowledge of DNA, knowledge of the existence of extraterrestrials. We have the symbols that are connected with Egypt, and bird people, and a different way of sculptures that they are for sale, actually. That is a promotion for sale. Another video that I made, I don't know if I can Yeah. Uh, Another video is a video of an art walk in Newmarket. So the streets of Newmarket and the library and the local businesses are filled with the art of artists. Uh, Artists sell for 2 days in these different local stores. Their their paintings and different other tips tip of art, uh, artisanal um, uh, production. And I like to visit these art shows, and usually I take tons of pictures and make short videos with them. Uh, there you can find extremely talented artists of Aurora, Newmarket, and the neighboring area. I have another short video about fall in Aurora, where I live. And yeah, these are fall colors. In Canada, the colors of tree in the fall are superb. Okay, the next subject is about the books. I just finished reading Valiant's book of Humanoid Encounters. It's a book released in 2022. Is a review of some articles and information collected in 1952. He is one of the person that met Eisenhower in 1954. And he's still alive apparently, and still writing books. In this book, there are over 300 actual landings and contact with extraterrestrials or intraterrestrial or different type of humanoids. What was interesting for me from this book is that in 1957, people from a planetoid came here and said, "Oh, we are going to conquer Earth." That planetoid, it's called Ganymede, and during the COVID era, 2024, a lot of video came with people that talk about Ganymede. That is a moon of Jupiter, I think. I'm not sure. But it's a planetoid with human life. And in this book, that it's a collection of 1954, 1964 records of humanoids that came on Earth. They talk about this species They look very human, apparently, that they said they want to come to Earth and conquer Earth. I have another short video showing how I paint with a little cat. uh, that it's assisting me while I'm painting. Okay. Next, another book that I'm reading now. It's a book of Aaron Khun. He is the producer of Journey to Truth YouTube channel. With Mr. Kawala. I just finished reading Mr. Kawala's book, and they have a very clo close, close to reality projection of or not understanding of reality. It's an interesting read. He talks partially about his life and his coming to understand these principles that he talks in the book. Uh, for example, are we just a physical body? What happened after we die? Is there a divine intelligence behind our reality? He was raised as Christian Catholic, uh, but at one point he evolved, I guess, from the dogma. But he still talks about not still he talks about God, about consciousness, about 0 point energy, about the shift. He makes reference to major nonfiction literature authors such as Dolores Cannon and many others. Very, very interesting book. So I'm still reading it. And I highly recommend it, actually. As external links, I discover an website, Gallea, that where you can post your art, and they act as a consignment. So they charge just part of the sale. So they don't charge in advance. So this is Gallea. I have 4 of my artworks here. And I'm very happy, actually, that I found them, because everyone else is expecting you to pay them before they before they sell anything. So I recommend for those that want to sell paintings to use um, this website, and apparently they have a lot of artists from all over the world. So this was my presentation for today, and I I have another extra information. Let me share it with you. Okay. I'm writing now history, unknown history, a book that uses unconventional sources of information. And we are talking about the Hall of Record. Herodotus, an ancient Greek cartographer and historian from the 5th century BC, ventured to Fayum Oasis, a few miles west of Memphis, which include Giza Plateau. He found a vast labyrinth of unimpressive sites, which he classifies as endless wonder. Now we go later. Elena Danan. It's an author, a French author that lives in Ireland, I think. And she wrote a book, The Cedars Returns of the Gods. It contained up to, she talks about the Hall of Records. She says that it contained up to 1,500 rooms and an equal amount of subterranean chambers, which was allowed, which most of the people are not allowed to visit. According to the local folklore, this hidden underground complex contained the mythical Hall of Records. Now we go further. In 1978, Mr. Jim Hurak mapped an extraordinary underground system in the Giza Plateau using ground penetrating radar. 2025, Facebook. Look what comes to Facebook. Underground tunnels with extremely large statues. And these are people that actually go there. Elena Danan was an Egyptologist that worked worked in Egypt. So this is part of my book, my next book, Unknown History. I'm still working on correcting it. Another subject, it's about Egypt flying machines. We have in Abydos, if we can enlarge this, an helicopter, like a submarine, and a flying machine. Okay, it was covered with paint, but later on discovered, and it made a lot of, so it's available on internet. Apparently, this sculpture is 3,000 years old. So we don't know too much about our own history. Let's go to the next share. So these are my books that I wrote so far. Forgotten Knowledge, Buildings and People, Energy Project, Fascinating Teaching of Valiant Thor, Knowledge from Beyond. I have a math book, Mathematics Theory Test and Solution for grade 9 to 12, Egypt travel notes, forest and trees, trees and medicinal plants, trees that heal, wisdom secrets, environment and medicinal trees, and so on. I have 3 websites, and I am on Telegram, BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube, Amazon, Instagram. So I will leave all these links in the description of the video. So this was my presentation for today. Thank you for watching. I'm Liliana Usvat. This is latest links of October 27, 2025.